Hello, welcome everybody to the Dice Stormers. I'm here with my good friends Benny and John. My name is Derek, and we are going to be playing Call of Cthulhu tonight. This is a adventure that's been rolling around in my brain for some time, but I haven't had a lot of time to prep. So we're going to see a little bit of on the fly stuff here. But we might begin by getting you to both introduce your characters. Um, let me do the setting first, I guess. We've got 1920s New York. Um, we are on the Lower East Side. We're sort of within a stone's throw of Wall Street and places like that. It's the 1920s. We're in a cultural and financial revolution. Things are booming, and in sort of every sense of the word. People have flooded to New York City because it is the sort of the financial heart of the nation, and that has led to an enormous amount of jobs and creation of wealth. But it has also led to a bit of a housing crisis, and a lot of the houses that were there were bulldozed to make way for places like these tenement buildings, like I'm showing here. It's into this time and this place that our two intrepid investigators step. So Ben, who are you going to be playing?
My name is Jack Tanner, solicitor to the stars. You got problems? I'm gonna make your problems better. I mean, not the problems. I mean, like, the problems will go away. They'll probably also be better. Look. Here's my card. It's a bit soggy. It got some whiskey on it. Jack Tanner's a alcoholic PI. He's had a lot of experiences which have made him not only just question his sanity, but be quite aware that it's unstable. No questions asked, and he's loyal, grotty, dirty, a bit sort of unreliable to himself, but reliable to his friends.
Right. Good. Johnny.
I'm playing Professor Bartholomew Jenkins, Barty to his friends.
Oh yeah.
And what does he actually do?
An anthropologist, and has done a lot of anthropological field work in deepest, darkest Africa with his elephant gun.
Does he carry it around with him, or is it generally in the car or somewhere?
Oh, and how he's feeling on any particular day, how weird things are getting, how paranoid he is, whether he thinks he needs it with them or not.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think usually on these kinds of adventures, the first session it's in the car, and every subsequent session after that it's in his hand.
It's a shotgun by shotgun basis. Okay, cool. You also have a friend of yours, Charles Babbage, and Charles is a kind of an odd guy. He's very bookish. He sort of, you've never seen him sort of leave his apartment. He has a whole host of unusual and weird tomes, and also has sort of the contacts and the ability to get the things that you need. So he's kind of your guy in the chair, sort of a research tool that you can use. And
sounds terribly English with that name.
Yeah, he does have a sort of an English lilt, but as far as you know, he's never left New York City. So
it's just pretentious or something.
Yeah,
just wants to kind of have a transatlantic vibe.
That's right. Yeah. No, I mean he is very unpretentious. He's very down to earth. He's also his nervousness is very kind of at the forefront of everything that he does. So yes, he does. You do find that he needs to be handled with kid gloves, but he's also very knowledgeable and a very a good resource. But this time, instead of you reaching out to him, he has reached out to you. He says he has a friend who has a problem with his house, with his flat, and he didn't go into any more detail than that. But he's invited you over to his place to meet with this man.
Okay, sounds interesting. I presume this call to me came through my secretary, who, well, maybe she had the day off and I had to answer the call and pretend to be my secretary, but it still came through my secretary either way.
Yeah.
Oh, Barty, good to see you. It's been a while since the last incident. Let's not talk about that.
Yes, I think it's best not to.
You've been well. The twitch seems to be reducing, which is good. That's good. Yeah. Oh no, it's still there. Okay.
Yep. Yes. No, I tried to keep busy.
Yes. Keep busy.
Recently.
Avoid too much milk in my cereal. That's my tactic at the moment.
Really? Is that a problem?
I don't know, maybe it reminds him of something about some tentacles or something coming to the surface of milky white water.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Well, you're outside the front of Charles's kind of apartment block. Yeah, you
Ding,
press
ding,
the
ding.
press the zzz, and it yeah, and you hear somebody coming down the stairs, and then you see Charles's slippered feet. He seems to be wearing maybe slippers and some pants that he probably slept in, like sort of pajama pants. But he's wearing an overcoat and and has a cravat kind of thing. And he comes
Is this
to
like
you.
a building with a foyer, like a common area, and a
Yes.
stairwell?
Yeah, like an apartment block. There is no doorman. There is no that's not quite that fancy.
Yeah. Cool.
And he opens. He checks the street up and down before opening the door, and then once he's sort of confirmed that you're alone and there's no other people trying to tailgate in, he unlocks the door and lets you in and says, "Gentlemen, thank you for coming. Please come inside quickly."
Charlie! I take his hand and warmly shake it, putting my other hand on him and looking him in the eye and say, "You been well, Charlie? Charlie, you been well?"
Yeah, yes. Well, very well. He doesn't return the look in the eye. He just sort of stares at your feet, and he says, "Nice to see you again, Mr. Tanner and Mr. Jenkins. Welcome to my apartment. You've been here before, obviously."
Yes, we have Charlie. Yeah, let's go upstairs and get you out of public in those pants.
I agree. Let's upstairs. Very good idea. Thank you. He does the thing where he locks the door 3 times, and then sort of takes a step away, and then he goes back and locks it another 3 times, and then sort of looks at it and comes to some agreement with himself, and then heads up the stairs.
I sort of give Barty a look, kind of a sort of a sad look, but that's the way people get, I suppose.
You are well accustomed to his sort of peculiarities by this time, but yes.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's not like we're not peculiar.
That's
true.
That's right.
Yes. He takes you inside. He doesn't have much sort of in the way of small talk, but he does sort of mutter something about the weather and how warm it's been.
Has indeed been weather. Yeah. pleasant for New York. You gotta say,
Yes. I do appreciate you coming to see me and my friend. His name is Arthur, and I would like you to, before we go to my apartment, I would like you to just compose yourself, because Arthur is looking a little bit rough.
Oh, okay.
What happened to Arthur?
I fear I would be doing him a disservice by telling his story, and this is why I've asked you to come here. But you must appreciate it is a mark of this man's courage that he is able to exit his house in this current state. So, if I could just ask you to not react overt.
Sure thing. Look, we've seen some things, Charlie, as you know,
Yes.
and it takes a lot to surprise me this day. My soul is jaded and hardened against the horrors that lurk below.
All right, very well. So
I would
here
actually
we
put
are.
them.
He's by this time you've walked up the 4 stories to get to his apartment, and
Hang on, hang on. Ah, it's better. It's good. Okay, go on.
so we get to his door, and he unlocks the 3 deadbolts that are currently sort of securing the door, and he opens the door to a beautiful but dimly lit and musty corridor.
Woman.
And there's a carpet that runs down the hallway, and he ushers you down the hallway to a kind of a lounge room at the end, where there is a man sitting down. Obviously, after he has locked the door in that sort of 3 times manner, there is a man sitting down. And obviously, the first thing that you notice is a very large pustule of a boil that is on his cheek.
Why is it always got to be pustules, eh, Barty?
He sort of dabs his face consciously, and with a handkerchief, and
is it weeping or is it
no,
or?
it's
No.
red and angry, and kind of translucent as well. Like you can kind of see into it a little bit. Yeah.
Are there things wriggling around? No, we're not close yet. Yeah.
So at this point, Charles comes in and he says, "Gentlemen, please take a seat. Whiskey, tea." And he nervously sort of checks his watch and what time is it? But yes, what would you like?
Whiskey, of course, Charlie. Don't you know me?
Yes, of course, Jack. I have some good stuff here, and he brings out a bottle of sort of cheap whiskey and pours everyone a drink.
Not a problem to me.
Charles sort of dabs his horrible affliction and stands up and sticks out a hand.
Sorry, not Charles.
Sorry,
Charles.
Arthur. He says, "Arthur, my name is Arthur Belgrave."
I don't shake his hand.
You don't shake his hand. He sort of looks at his own hand and then sort of agrees that it's probably not a good thing. He's about 45.
Like I suddenly have something to look for in my jacket and have to move my hip flask from one pocket to another when
yes, good
to avoid the handshake.
Aside from his rather horrible facial deformity, he looks rather well kept. He's wearing a tweed suit and tie. He has horn-rimmed glasses and quite expensive polished leather shoes. Yes, somewhat bookish. Like his physique is not particularly athletic, but he's skinny and well kept. Charles motions for everybody to sit, and Arthur does so.
So his hands were fine when he reached them out?
Oh, yes, yeah.
And when he came close enough to see, there's anything writhing inside the pustule or anything like that?
No, there's nothing writhing inside it. It does look like a general sort of, it's a nasty boil, but it's a general, it looks like a normal.
Or maybe it's got stung by a bee or something, or a wasp or something.
Yeah.
Excellent.
He says,
what can you...
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, what can we do for you?
Well, Charles here, who I have known for some years, has indicated that you are, I guess, investigators of the rather unusual.
You could say that.
Never wonder pustule. I mean, pass on an investigation.
Yeah, dabs his cheek again and says, "Well, um, I have a rather unusual situation, and
Mm-hmm.
it has to do with my tenement block. I live on the Lower East Side, near Wall Street, where I work as a clerk, and
Mm-hmm.
I live on the third floor.
Mm-hmm. I'm
And
taking the.
over the past, perhaps I don't know, 3 to 4 months, the people on the third floor have been getting sick. It's never the
Mm-hmm.
same thing. It's um, as you can see, I have a boil. My wife
Oh,
suffers.
I hadn't noticed. Frankly,
Oh, it's very kind of
he's
you.
not that big.
Um, but yes, as my wife is currently suffering from terrible bouts of nausea. Uh,
Uh-huh.
my neighbor is suffering from uh, constipation, um, and
Hmm.
uh, and her daughter is incredibly sensitive to the cold, and
Hmm.
is constantly trying to warm herself up.
Hmm.
Um, and the other day, one of the other tenement people on the third floor were brushing their teeth, and they dropped the toothbrush on their hand, and a large bruise formed upon their hand where the
Hmm.
toothbrush had hit it. Um, we have all been to the doctor. We have all
Hmm.
complained to the landlord, saying that there are problems with the building, um, and we all have different symptoms.
And it's just people on the third floor and not on the other floors?
Nobody on the first floor, nobody on the second floor, nobody on the fourth, nobody on the fifth, just us.
Hmm. Hmm.
The building, I mean, everybody complains about the place where they rent, but it is in
Yeah.
reasonably good, good condition. Um, we have, the finest asbestos insulation, and we have brand new lead pipes. So, it is. We are.
Radium lighting for the
That's right.
corridors.
Yes. All the mod cons, so to speak. But there there the the there are theories. Um,
Hmm.
you know, gas leaks, mold, rats, water contamination, poisoning. All of these things have been investigated um, and thought of, and also we've all been to the doctor, of course, and the doctor has no no
Has,
inkling of
has
what the
anyone
root
tried?
cause is.
Has anyone tried moving out of the third floor, or has anyone consequentially moved out of the third floor as part of something unrelated to the illness and found an improvement in their health?
Yes, they have, and this leads us to the other question: are we
Mm-hmm.
being poisoned in order to get us to move out so that we can be made
Uh-huh.
way for people who will be paying a higher
Oh.
amount of rent? Unfortunately, um, we have had somebody leave the third floor and new people come in, but they are also getting sick, and
Mm.
they
Hmm.
now wish to move out.
Perhaps some unscrupulous real estate person might play their trump card at some opportune moment and snatch up the whole level or something for a penthouse or something.
Possibly,
Hmm.
we are at a loss for the actual reason for this. This is why I reached out to my friend Charles, because I know that he sometimes researches these things. Um, but we are at our wits' end, gentlemen, and I would appreciate any help that you can give.
Hmm. I have a theory that springs to mind. You got any theories, Barty?
The only experience I've had like this was one trip to Central Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Some witch doctor or something, cursing a village and everyone getting a different illness.
I've been reading about Marie Curie, this Polish scientist who's been investigating radiation. I'd be interested to get my hands on a Geiger counter and test for radioactive contamination, given the different range of symptoms. Could be interesting to me.
I've heard of this radiation as well. Do you think we are contaminated?
Perhaps the fact that it's limited to the third floor suggests some sort of contaminant that's local to that location.
Would it explain all the symptoms that we're getting?
Oh, I'm sure it'd be a perfect explanation if it turns out to be right. But I have my doubts. Do you have any theories, Charlie? You've been the one who's been touted as the book man.
No, I have no theories at the moment. I am at your service if you would like me to do any research, but I do like the idea of your radiation theory, but I certainly wouldn't put it past witch doctors and their ilk. I could perhaps.
That, if it was like food or atmosphere, it'd be affecting other levels, wouldn't it? Or water is something that crosses across all of buildings. There's no real delineation of water supplies for one floor apart from another. Well, what do you think? I suppose the next thing is just to really go there and to take a look.
Yeah, I think we need to have a look.
Certainly.
Grab your guide. Do you have a Geiger counter back in your flat, Barty?
Can't say that I do.
So the 1920s, I don't think we would have had any nuclear reactors, so I don't think Geiger counters were a thing.
1908, it was invented.
No kidding.
Because Curie was like late
1800s
century. So she's there's lots of her. So yeah, apparently it was a thing.
Okay. All right, I will certainly say that you
can tear me apart if you know better. But yeah, no, it looks like it was a real thing for sure.
Okay, yeah, cool. I will let you have a Geiger counter from your apartment if you so choose to go back and get it.
Maybe it's something I've dabbled in. I've basically become obsessed with Marie Curie and Geiger counters. When did she die? Marie Curie. Sorry. Yeah, she lived all through this period as well, so that was good.
Okay.
Yeah, she was working. Her discoveries and things were like really, really late 19th century, so just a little while ago. 1934, she dies. Yeah, born in 1867. Yeah, so she's
spoiler alert,
definitely. Yeah. Okay, good. Yep.
Yep.
I hadn't really put those things together before the 20s and radioactive.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
When were the girls who were licking the paintbrushes to paint the dials of
the
watches?
That's got to be around this time too, because
yeah.
But I think that was Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Early 20th century. Yep.
Yeah.
Radium girls, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 1917.
Right.
Ottawa, Illinois.
And
Connecticut. Yep. Huh.
Gosh.
Yep. Yeah, so it was this 10 years. Yeah, wow. I love your comment about it. That was fantastic. And lead putty.
All right. So yes, he takes you back to he's willing to sort of take you to the apartment block now. It is the evening time, so
I say we grab some dinner and have a bit of socializing and maybe crash out here and get ourselves ready and go well prepared in the morning.
Yes.
You got more whiskey?
What's that?
Got more of that whiskey, Charlie? My glass seems to be empty.
Oh, certainly. He fills up your whiskey, and will you be staying here the night?
If I drink enough of these, I'll stay wherever. It won't make any difference to me.
I'll turn down the sofa. All right. So you stay the night, and you wake up the next morning with a very familiar hangover.
Excellent. No one's turned into anything unnatural.
Arthur goes home. Arthur heads back to his place.
Okay.
Go back to the 3rd floor.
Yeah. Wow, that's keen.
Like Arthur.
Okay, but we have his address or something, do we?
You do, yes.
Okay. Well, do you want to collect your elephant gun, buddy? Maybe.
He's at 4150 50th Street.
41 50th Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the 3rd floor.
On the 3rd floor.
Oops. Is there some significance in that?
You arrive there, and it looks very, very much like what is in the picture there.
Yep. We come armed, right? So I bring not a rifle, I suppose, but I've got a revolver and a shotgun. Maybe we leave our shotgun and elephant gun in the car.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're obviously suspicious that there might be some horrific sort of creature involved, but yes.
Yes. Okay. So as you can see, you need to walk up the steps to the kind of the foyer or entryway where they have all the mailboxes and things like that. There's no elevator. It's a walk up to get to the 3rd floor. As you're walking up the stairs, you start to hear the sounds of an argument. And this guy with a sort of a Bronx accent is saying, how do I do Bronx accent? It's the Bronx. Hey, lady. Hey, Beatrice, you got to calm down, all right? I'm not going to talk to you if you're going to yell at me. And she says, well, my daughter has thrown up all over our lounge, chaise lounge, and I'm afraid that it's the building's fault. And he goes, we've been through this, Beatrice. I'm not going to entertain. It's not the building, all right? And at which point you arrive to find a sort of a portly man who Arthur points at. Oh no, he's not with you, is he? He's in his apartment.
No.
And a woman who's got curlers in her hair. Good
evening, sir. I believe you're probably the landlord or the building manager.
Yeah, I'm the super of this place. What of it?
My name is Jack Tanner, and this is my partner in crime. Not crime, but my partner in research, Bartholomew Jenkins. We're here to kind of do a bit of an investigation and find out what's going on with this poor place and why all these poor people are getting sick.
Hey, the police have been here. The doctors have been here. I'm sick of you people coming to my apartment and telling I'm making people sick.
Yeah, but we have special equipment, and I whip out my Geiger counter, which looks terrifyingly scientific.
He sort of make a intimidation or a what's the?
Yeah, I'm sort of trying to impress. Yeah.
Fast talk.
Fast talk.
Fast talk, sure.
I'm like 9 on fast talk. Wow, I fail. Maybe I get I whip it out, but like the microphone bitty is like caught in my jacket, and then I'm like.
Are you sure you know how to use that thing?
Oh yeah, I've been tinkering it for at least 2 weeks. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm a professional when it comes to Geiger counters.
All right, look, you guys can do whatever you like. I'm just here, but don't annoy my residents.
I hear they're all quite already annoyed.
Well, that's a matter of an opinion, and opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, isn't that right, Beatrice? And Beatrice kind of huffs and turns back and goes into her apartment, and you can kind of hear her shuffling away in there.
Do we get this guy's name?
No, I didn't introduce myself. Larry Kudlow.
Larry Super, hey?
Yeah.
Super great to meet you, Larry. Does he have any pustules or any current symptoms?
No, he doesn't seem to be. I mean, he's ugly as heck, and he's got thinning grey hair and a big pot belly. He looks to be about 60 or so.
Okay, so he's not in good shape.
No.
But that's hardly surprising, yeah.
All right, I'll leave you to whatever it is you got to be doing here. I need you out of the building by 6 o'clock. Don't make me come and find you. Is there anything else?
No, I think you got us covered there.
Where would we find you?
Yes.
I got a little set in the basement. You can come down there. That's where you'll find my office.
Great.
Yeah, okay. We're going to investigate. We wave him goodbye, and yeah. I'm going to turn on my Geiger counter. Geiger counter.
All right.
I don't even know what you roll to use the Geiger counter.
I don't know. Switch on. It's going to either like go for a minute, for a second, which would be fine, or it's going to go mental. Or
yeah. You turn it on and it does click, but it's not reading any sort of dangerous levels. It goes
background level. Yeah, there's like four whatever. Yeah. And I walk around a little bit around this level.
Yeah. The door to Beatrice's apartment sort of clicks open a little bit. It's got the chain on it. So, and she's looking out, and you sort of lock eyes, and she sees what you're doing and closes the door.
Hey, Barty, go and see if you can get Beatrice there to let us in, and I can use my Geiger counter if closer.
Yeah. I'll knock on her door.
Get out of the way.
Who is it?
I'm very sorry to disturb you. We did overhear some of your conversation with the super. We're here to investigate what might be causing your maladies on this level.
She opens the door and she says, "Oh, are you the people that Arthur was speaking to?"
Oh, yes, you should mention that.
Indeed, yes.
Oh.
Or in fact, visit Arthur probably as well at some point. Yes.
Well, sure. Just a moment. She closes. You hear the chain clicking off, and she opens the door, and she sticks out her hand, and she says, "I'm Beatrix."
I'm Bartholomew Jenkins, and this is my associate with his strange contraption. Don't be alarmed. It's simply a scientific instrument.
What does it do? Is it?
It senses particles that you can't see. Particles that fly out and smash into stuff and heats it up and tears it apart.
Oh, it sounds terrifying. Well, I don't think we have any of those things here. But
well, this will tell us if it does. If you hear it going shh, 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 like that, it means there's lots of them.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, what do you need to do? Do you need to?
I just wander past her down a hallway, and I'm going to try and sense things.
Yeah,
find the girl.
So, it's definitely still reading just sort of background radiation, fairly faintly. You arrive at the sort of the parlor.
Central?
I think they call it. I have a layout of the building here.
Of level 3. That's cool.
Crap. Hang on. Go to session. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Wow.
Are you seeing that?
That's cool.
Yeah. I've seen the whole building.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So that's the kind of the layout. I've discovered that what they used to call, what they now call bedrooms, they used to call chambers. and what they used to call kind of living rooms, they're now called or they used to call parlors.
Yeah.
Um,
Are they? Where are the front doors? Hang on. How many? What's a unit?
yes, one of these. So the letters A, B, C, D on the outside
Oh yeah.
are attached to
Okay.
units. So you would probably be in unit, I guess, D,
Mm-hmm.
with the two bedrooms and the yeah.
Yeah. Fancy. So then they're separate units. Oh, okay. What? Yeah. Some of them seem to be two blocks, two sections, and some seem to be one. Yeah.
Yeah, I had lots of trouble getting sort of very high res
Yeah.
scans of these buildings. They all seem to be written by created by hand, and they're very cute. But yes, not great for displaying.
Okay,
But
so that's a hallway right down the center that's public space, and
that's
then
right.
there's
And then you've got
yeah.
that staircase in the middle there, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
Right.
Okay. So no radiation anywhere. Like even if I find the girl.
No, you find her in the parlor. She is sitting there with a large sort of mixing bowl on her lap, which she has been throwing up into. And she looks up at you and kind of very embarrassingly sort of says, "Hello, please excuse my somewhat distressed state."
And does she look normal apart from clearly what we've heard?
Look, she's very pale, and yeah, she's somewhat uh, her hair is all sort of bedraggled, and give me a spot hidden. Yeah. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Give me a spot hidden, both of you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep, I made mine by 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I made mine's enormous, but not yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, so you notice as she's holding this bowl, one of her fingernails has completely fallen off, and her fingernails appear to be quite sort of thin and skeletal. And although she's wearing a long sleeve jacket, you kind of imagine that she is quite skinny underneath. Beatrice potters into the room, and she says, "Are you finding any of those ripping particles?"
Not a jot. It's not it's not the ripping particles that are doing it to it. This girl, she's definitely something else wrong. Any theory, Barty?
How long has she been ill?
Well, this particular bout, it seems to come and go every maybe every week, but about 2 months she's been off and on, unable to sort of hold down much food. I'm deathly afraid that we will have to move out of this place if she doesn't get any better.
Indeed.
I've heard reports that some others have moved out and they've improved. Is that what you've heard too?
Well, yes, the Phillips people down the hall, they moved out, and there's a new couple that have come in. There is another group that has moved out, but so far they haven't refilled that apartment block. I may have let it slip to some of the people who were investigating it that that we were having some problems with the super and our health on this floor.
And do you have any theories about what's going on?
Well, it is strange that nobody else in the building is as sick as we are. So I don't really know. I appear to be not as sick as my daughter, and I don't know why that is. I suffer occasionally from headaches, um, and but they are nowhere near as potent as the bouts of illness that my daughter gets. When she does get sick, I do find that the headaches return to me with slightly greater force than usual. But I'm.
And is there? Can we mark on the map where the daughter sleeps and where she sleeps?
Okay.
Just to get some sort of pattern.
Yeah. So at the top of the D block, that's where her daughter sleeps, and at the bottom of the D block, that's where her mother sleeps.
Okay. Good. We'll just remember that. Unless they, if this is quest portal, you should be able to just put a cross, couldn't you? D and M or something, yeah. But for the moment, we can remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. A contaminant or something would, might be directional or something. Okay. Should we go and see the actual person we're supposed to be visiting, Charlie?
Arthur.
Thank you for your generosity and your clarity of expression. I wish you all health. And I do suggest perhaps just getting the hell out of your apartment for the moment. Have you got a summer house in upstate?
Well, no. Ever since my husband died, we have fallen on somewhat harder times. And ever since our illnesses have started, we've worked less and less. So yes, I do worry about our future.
If only there were reasonably priced healthcare. I'm sure that's something they'll sort out by the end of the century. Don't worry.
Oh yes. I look forward to universal healthcare.
Which one's Arthur's apartment?
Arthur is in B.
Oh, Arthur's apartment. That's not Charlie. Yeah, Arthur,
yeah. Charlie's
right.
your buddy. Apartment B.
Arthur's in B.
All right. Okay. Another bedroom on the northern side, yeah, or the upper side of the thing. Okay.
Yep. So yes, you knock on his door, and he comes to the door, kind of brandishing his thing, and opens it and says, "Oh, gentlemen, please come in. So nice to see you, and thank you so much for coming over here." Can you make another sort of spot hidden rolls, please?
Yes. Yep.
I made it.
Yes. He seems to be very unwilling to remove the thing from his face, but you do get the sense that the boil has sort of burst. And yeah.
Gross. Okay. We look around his apartment more thoroughly than we were.
Have you got your Geiger counter going?
Yeah, I get my Geiger counter booted up again.
Okay. Yeah, there's definitely again, similar sort of readings, background radiation. You make your way into sort of the parlor, and you check out the kitchen on the way, and the kitchen sort of reads normal, and you get into the parlor, and lying there on the couch is presumably what you believe is Arthur's wife, and she is there with a cast around her ankle. And he says, "I do apologize. My wife tripped on one of our stools last night, and it appears to have broken her ankle. Yes, the doctors were quite surprised that a lady of her youth was able to have a break so easily on such a small trip. I fear that this is also a part of our recent concerns.
Investigate the water in the taps, I suppose.
You want to take a sample?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it comes
Unless
out.
we sort of turn it on and so it comes out brown or anything.
It doesn't come out brown. It's a very sort of clear color. Were they putting fluoride in the waters? I don't know at this point. Probably not.
Almost certainly not, I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this building have like central heating or anything?
Yeah. There's vents that you crawl along.
Yeah, good point. I imagine that there would be a furnace at the bottom in the basement that would heat the building in winter. Yes.
But it's not winter, is it?
Not yet, no. But there are those grates in the floor, those wonderful sort of beautiful brass ornate vents that convey heat up from the basement.
You want to put your Geiger counter in a vent?
Yeah, definitely. Though I'm beginning to think it's fairly clear there's not.
Yeah.
And what about intuitions or feelings of something? Like, we've had a fair amount of experience with, that stuff.
All right. Give me
mythos or something, or
Cthulhu mythos, or I mean, maybe just give me a medicine roll.
Yeah.
Just to sort of sink into your own body for a second and see how you're feeling.
I mean, my medicine is 5 and my Cthulhu mythos is 29, but yes, I'll try. I failed dismally on any roll, no matter what it would have been.
Okay.
I got 83, so I'm with you.
I got 97.
Yes, Ben, you kind of sink into yourself. 97. Jesus, that's a critical fail.
So I come up with some theory about that I'm sure what's wrong or something, maybe.
Well, what you do come up with, Arthur looks at you and he looks very stricken, and he says, your nose, and you kind of do that. And
oh no, really?
There's blood coming out of your nose.
That's not ideal.
That's not ideal. I didn't think it would happen that quickly.
Well, you roll a 97, man. You got to expect something.
That's right, exactly. I'm not pleased. I mean, a nosebleed is not going to be particularly unusual for Jack, I suppose.
Probably not.
Yeah.
He's not a paragon of health.
No.
He's not a body as my temple is my body is my temple kind of guy.
I did just walk up 3 floors as well, so who the hell knows what my blood pressure is? God.
At this point, Sorry, go ahead, Johnny.
I was going to ask which, like, on the map, I can see like you've got balconies along the bottom side.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So does that mean that the top is facing away from the road?
Yes.
In which case, my question is, what are we looking at out the windows?
What's in that bay window?
Oh, right. Okay. You take a look out the bay window. There is a construction site on the other side of that. And then on the other side of the construction site is another road and more tenement blocks over there.
Arthur, how long has there been no building out these windows?
How
long has there been a construction site here?
They cleared that. They've been tearing it down over the past 6 months or so. Yes, it's been. It was a fairly lengthy. There was some kind of factory there before, and It did take them some time to dismantle it and move all the stuff away.
Indian graveyard or something.
Well, I'm just sort of thinking, has all this illness coincided with the removal of the building?
Yeah. Or the
Well,
excavation.
a little bit. Yes, sort of over the past 3 to 4 months, I think we've started to notice.
Them's a coincidence. In my line of work, there's no such thing as a coincidence. It's things happening just together randomly, but not coincidences.
He goes over and sort of holds his wife's hand, and they both look out the window with a great deal of fear and trepidation.
I'd love to determine whether people are more sick who sleep on the north side, or do you happen to know that, Arthur? Like, we've noted that the sicker girl of Beatrice's daughter slept on the northern side of the building. We're just going to call it north.
Sure.
And you certainly both seem to sleep on the northern side. Do you know any people who sleep on the southern side and whether they're as sick or not?
Well, the Ellises across the hall from me, they appear to be suffering from constipation and the man with the bruising. He also is my neighbor on the north side with the he is in apartment C. Well, yes, I think that might be a stronger theory, that people are sicker on the north side, I suppose.
But no one is sick on the second floor or the fourth.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
This floor.
No.
Coming from the building site, why is it only on the third floor?
Well, yes, that we can't define.
What's at the third floor on the building that's beyond the building site?
It's a tenement similar to this one. It's a little bit hard to see detail from this point, but it does seem to be, just generally the same kind of construction side. 5 stories with a basement.
And Arthur, are you on good terms with everyone on this floor?
Well, I would say so. Yes, I mean, this. They say you in New York City you never meet your neighbors, but we seem to have formed a little cadre of people, and we're sharing information and doctors and things like that. So.
Okay, what about just we generally investigate? So on this level, we knock on a few more doors, test my theory about the proximity to the northern side of the building and increased sickness or some sort of distinctive nature to it, and then just keep our eyes out for any other patterns that we might investigate might reveal. Yeah,
you're just about to leave that spot, and you sort of head towards the door when there is a knock on Arthur's front door, and he's still standing beside his wife, and he sort of motions for you to open it.
You go, Barty. People react less. Yeah.
You open the door.
One of those little peepholes I can look through.
Yeah. Oh, there is a peephole. Yes. Yeah. Standing on the other side.
I look out the peephole.
Sorry.
I look through the peephole.
Yeah. Standing on the other side is a very well-dressed bellhop with one of those pillbox hats and a buttoned-up shirt with the buttons that go down the side, and the pants with the stripe on the side of it. And he's standing there, sort of like at attention.
Cool.
All right, I'll open the door for him.
He says, "I have a telegram for Mr. Jack Tanner and Professor Bartholomew Jenkins."
Okay.
I'll take that, I suppose. How did you know we were here?
He hands you the telegram and holds out his hand.
Give him
I give him
10 cents. Yeah.
Okay. He says, "Thank you, sir. You have a good day," and sort of spins efficiently and heads off down the hall.
I bring the telegram back inside and.
All right.
Read it. What does it say? Is it in an envelope, I suppose?
Yeah. Yes, it's in an envelope. You crack open the envelope, and we will find out what it says on the inside next time on the Dice Dormers. If you like what we're doing here, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'm keen to see what people's opinions are on this particular adventure. It's yeah.
Cool.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.